Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in this world. This is Ajin Lee with an update for the S&P 500 index. Futures are down. The Trump-China trade tariff issue is being blamed for the reason for this decline. And there is a potential that this ABC could be starting here earlier than expected. There is that potential. But I would say not until price reaches down towards 28.54. So another 40, 50 points. Pretty close. But then again, these blue 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves are pretty micro waves. The reason why I think there's still potential for the blue wave 5 is because just from the visual form and fit, the 1, 2, it'll be kind of strange to have 3 and 4 and 5. It's possible, technically correct count. I think also to note is the downward wedge that is currently being put in place, like so. And that this could be the wave 4 with maybe one more lower low towards the 28.82. However, any overlap to the peak of blue wave 1 would invalidate this blue impulse wave count. And once we get that invalidation, this wave 5 will have to be said that it's complete, likely to be here. Okay? But we got 50 points to go before that invalidation happens. It may take also, this could go laterally, a little more sideways. A little more sideways. And then rise to give the wave 5. Now let's look at the blue wave 2, how that happened. This blue wave 2 also had a wedge sequence. And it went a little bit sideways to give that wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 subwave composition of blue 3. Now here, the difference is that this was an A, B, C expanded. Look how the B was above the origin of A. In this case, the alternation is that this is not an expanded flat, but probably a WXY or an ABC flat, a regular flat. And this was an expanded flat, which is also often called an irregular flat. So you can say there's a bit of an alternation going on between the blue wave 2 and blue wave 4. So alternation means in an impulse Elliott wave sequence, and from now on I'm going to see if I can embed some instructional didactic aspects into my videos. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay. Let's first review the rules of Elliott wave labeling. Very simple rules. Wave 2 cannot be equal to the origin of wave 1. That's invalid. You cannot have that kind of a count. And as I said here, wave 4 and wave 1, blue 4 and 1, overlap is not allowed. Same thing here. I'm going by this rule. 4 and 1 cannot overlap. That would be an invalid impulse. The third rule is that wave 3 cannot be the shortest amongst the actionary waves. Waves 1, 3, and 5 are actionary waves. Waves 2 and 4 are reactionary waves. Corrective, you can say impulsive and corrective, impulsive, corrective, and impulsive. Impulsive because these waves 1, 3, and 5 all have each 5 wave subwave compositions. Thereby, they are actionary waves. The 2 and 4 are always 3 wave swings, whether you get an A, B, C, or WXY, which we'll get into. And by the way, instructional videos on LA Wave are already contained on the hedging.com website. So you can go and review that. It's available for all members except the public members. Now, between wave 2 and 4, there's a bit of an alternation. So let's say wave 2 was a WXY sequence. Okay. Then, if this was a lateral moving sideways moving sequence, more complex, then wave 4 is going to be apt to be more simple and not complex, or vice versa. The other thing is alternation in time. If wave 2 was very sideways and took a long time, you can expect wave 4 to be very short in time and very crisp and clean, maybe a zigzag ABC, which is a 5-3-5. Again, zigzags and flat three-way swing types, as well as the doubles and triples. The tutorial videos are already posted on the hedging.com website. So we may get that alternation. Now let's go back here. We have an expanded flat. Okay. But in this case, we've got probably a regular flat. So there's a bit of an alternation on that between 2 and 4. Usually I like to see a bigger variation in the alternation, but not required. So we have still the purple wave 5 in progress. If we see wave 4 overlapping with the peak of wave 1, not B, but wave 1, which is 2855, then the blue 5 is likely over here, and the 3 was here, and the 4 was here, and the purple 5 would be there. But I'm not ready to say that yet because of what I just explained. We may yet still have, this may go sideways until, let's say, Tuesday or Wednesday, and then give one more higher high to give that wave 5, purple 5 or blue 5 or purple 5, and this will just move more out in time for that correction for the ABC. Okay. Now let's not forget the big picture, and that is this. And I've shown 3 other fractals of the inverse head and shoulders, and that is that we've got a left shoulder. Head is complete, is either already complete or will soon be complete. And we're going to get a right shoulder correction of this ABC. Then price will rise to complete the right shoulder, break the neckline to give that multi-years of all-time new highs. So I think if the fractals hold, and if the right shoulder completes and price breaches at this point, let's say 3021, we've got a multi-year secular bull market to continue. All right, that is it for today. Some volatility is expected. Let's see if blue wave 5 is already in, or we're going to get one more higher incremental higher high before the ABC correction that'll onset the formation of the right shoulder pattern, and that'll take probably most of this 2019 year, but it'll be on the upside as soon as this ABC is complete, maybe by August, July or so, and it will be on the upside for the remainder part of the year if this inverse head and shoulders continuation pattern continues. Have a great day.